about to make a Paiute Deadfall Trap with a couple of modifications that I saw on the survivalist boards. There were a couple of cool little tricks to the trigger system that I really wanted to try out. So I've got a piece of paracord here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the inner strands out of it so I can use those. I need one small strand. Then I've got my upright post here. Then I've got this stick, which is going to be my upright to support the rock. I'm going to drive this stick into the ground, so I just have to make sure that my rock is able to clear it. And obviously I'll cut the end off of this stick as well. And then this will go between the rock and my trigger down here. And then I've got my actual trigger itself, which the paracord will tie to, and it will go around this. This will brace it against the rock, and if all goes well, if this bait stick is touched at all, it'll drop the rock. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so here's my attempt at making this scaled down Paiute Deadfall Trap with a modified trigger system. There's my support stick right here holding up the rock. This stake right here is driven into the ground. The string runs from here down to the trigger right there, and then this is the bait stick. The bait stick is braced, and I cut a nice little wedge point in it, so hopefully it's just barely stuck up in there. So we'll see how this guy works. I had a little bit of a hard time getting the balance and the weight right, but it's still way easier, I think, than a figure 4 deadfall trap. And one reason it's way easier is because it's much easier to set the trigger without smashing your hands, which seems like I always do with the figure 4. So I'm going to set back up and we're going to do a little testing with it. Ow! Fuck! Ah, that's the fun thing about making traps. Ooh, that wasn't good. There, I finished all the pieces for the Paiute Deadfall Trap. I tested it once, and now I'm going to see if I can set it up and make it work again. So we'll see. I've got to make sure this rock clears this stick. I don't want it to get caught on there on the way down. So this is my fulcrum, or this is my lever. The straight up and down stick is my fulcrum. Okay, so that's all set good. Now this is the tricky part, is the trigger, or at least this is the part that I've been having the challenge with. But there it is. Okay, so now the idea is that I would put my bait right on top of here, and then the little animal comes trotting along, comes up here, and he starts chewing at this stick to get the bait. Good, that makes me feel good, guys. My trigger system's getting better. Perfect. Excellent. So that was actually my first time making that trap, so I'm pretty stoked. I have one more trap to use out in the field. We don't need no